Hello, welcome to AG's Pillow Talk, where I talk about any type of relationship advice. And that includes marriage, first time dating, like couples and stuff like that, best friends, coworkers, you name it, I have it for you. Let's get into it. So this topic, we're doing just advice. So the title is, as a male student halfway through the grad to be a doctor. Congratulations. That's actually a big title. I feel really unprepared to deal with female bodies. The thing is about a doctor, I could see being like a little uncomfortable, but I think you'll just pass it. But becoming a doctor, that's what you have to deal with. So you signed up for it. I'm sorry. I know I didn't read it, but I'm just saying, like, you already signed up for it. So you got to do what you got to do, you know? You should honestly thought of that before you went into college. I was going to say became a doctor, but he's not a doctor yet. So let's get into it and start reading. All the training we do are using male bodies. The teachers can only select male students to use as examples, and we can't do any type of training with other female students. No teacher nor student would risk any complaint of harassment in the university. Okay, I can kind of see that. But if it's a body, would that still be considered harassment? I don't really know. But anyway, not even things like CPR are trained with female corsos. At this point, I feel like I'm too shy / too anxious, and all the training I had in the first 3 years didn't help at all. So I'm very scared of how it will be whenever I need to talk to a patient in real life. I can see where you're coming from. I thought they actually trained with male and female bodies. Like, that's weird. You know what I mean? Like, that's odd. Because like when I used to go to the doctors and stuff, I would actually see students, because they would even tell me I'm a student. They would train together with like a female and a male would come. Sorry, I hit the mic again. Come in too with a nurse, because they're training to become a nurse, not a doctor, and they would be saying, "Are you okay to be like basically a guinea pig?" And I'm like, sure, that's fine, because they're there to learn. So I don't care, because what you guys are doing, I would love to do. But anyway, like that's odd that, I don't know, that you can't even interact with other female nurses and female doctors. Even like the dummies, like, I don't know. But let's keep reading. I don't really know if it's a huge me problem or a system problem. I just don't want to look nervous or mess up with patients. Edit. I'm not in the US. Okay. It makes so much sense. Okay. As someone asked where I'm from Brazil. Okay. I don't know how it is over in Brazil, but I think they have different techniques. But now it kind of makes a little bit more sense. Thank God he did an edit. So now I can understand why he's so nervous and why they split it up, you know? Okay, comments. And honestly, I think he'll be fine. Oh my God. I think he'll be fine, honestly. I really do. I think when he first has the first interaction with a female, like a couple females, then he'd be like, oh, no sweat. It's that easy. Somebody said, I find your unpreparedness concern refreshing, because you are caring about women's health, which is a lot more than some. That's very true. The fact that you are getting no female forward experience and information is scary. Half the population are women. How do they expect you to be able to properly treat a woman once you are graduated and working? Not even CPR. That's what, like, I was thinking, like, before. That's why I was like so confused. Like, why can't you even interact, or like even on a CPR, like half it cuts to the torso, like you can't, right? You can't even, like, that's so odd to me. That, how if you go in to the hospital or whatever doctor office and you have to give CPR on a woman? You wouldn't, is it, I don't think it's the same because we have a chest. I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying anything correctly. Somebody said, yeah, it's nice to see someone questioning this, I suppose. As a woman with women's health issues that has been blown off by many primary care provider and treated awkwardly by some, it's both hard to hear that this is still the case, but also nice to know that occasionally there are students out there that do want to learn to care for women. Since y'all know we exist. Yeah. But this is in Brazil we're talking about, so I don't know how everywhere else is. We care, and some completely different than men. Does this mean only specialists know anything about us? But the thing is, I'm assuming women doctors are only helping over there for women's health over in Brazil. I don't know anywhere else, but I'm assuming. Somebody said, then and in the first sentence was an accident, lol, oops, fixed. It is insane that they are not teaching them anything about women. Terrifying, kinda. I too have had bad medical providers who didn't understand, brushed me off, downright told me I was wrong about my own body, etc. It's basically a rite of passage in our lifetime to be ignored, dismissed, and gaslit by providers. We all remember that doctor who didn't listen and that doctor that did. If we find one, we've all been there. I'm not gonna lie, we've all been there, wherever somebody's located from. But the thing is, I really want to know if it's everywhere. Also, do they separate guys and girls, women and men, from training from this? I want to, okay, wait. I'm going to finish reading more because OP actually said something to another commenter. Totally agree. Simply seeing someone who working to become a doctor, worried about being prepared to care for us, progress, as bleak as that is. And somebody said, I agree. So totally agree. It's at least something. They'll probably be the doctor you remember because they treated you like an actual person. Yeah, I believe in the healthcare and stuff, people should be treated like a person, not just brushed to the side like the other person said. And OP said, I feel like this is also something important to me that is fairly neglected by most of my peers. Treating people versus treating diseases is a huge difference. And somebody said back to him, you are on the right path. The fact you think like this, you will make a wonderful doctor. Yeah, I was thinking this person is going to be a wonderful doctor. He wants to know everything about becoming a doctor. He doesn't care what sex you are. It's just, he's there to be a doctor, and he cares about a person, a human life. That's what he is going to school for. And now he's actually really worried because he never interacted with a woman. How about if he comes across a woman? Because we're here too. So tell me what you guys think about that one. There was a lot going on. I was like, usually I see people interact with a male and a female, very confused. But I think he'll pass this and stuff, especially if he starts to work and have patients of his own of women. He'll be like, oh, okay, I was thinking way too much, having a little bit of anxiety and stuff like that. I think he'll do great. So please tell me what you guys think in the comments down below, and please like and subscribe. Bye.